Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, fans of all ages, what's poppin'? I'm the major establishment, Townzie, bringing y'all my live reaction to the Promised Neverland Chapter 128. See, I'm big hype. This is what I was thinking was gonna go down ever since the children was saying they wanted to exterminate the demons in the first place. They was like, yay, they're gonna exterminate the demons. And Emma didn't say nothing. She didn't even say nothing in the chapter. But she was like, yeah, we can eliminate the demons. And I was like, nah, she don't want to. And as soon as I said that, I was thinking, Norman, who loves Emma, he gonna have to, that's when he gonna have to choose. He might go through something. Because back when they was kids, I shouldn't say back when they was kids, but because they still kids. But back in the Graceville house, he said he was willing to basically do anything for Emma. And now, obviously he been through some other situations, some other things, maybe had some different experiences with the demons. I hope we get to see other experiences with the demons that he may or may not have had. But that may have changed his opinion, and obviously they have two completely different viewpoints on the matter, because one of them was experimented on with the demons and the other one's kind of just fought the demons. But as it stands, it sounds like Norman ain't budging, and it sounds like he is not about to leave the demons alive, even if there's a way to keep them alive, because the other ones are going to continuously be greedy. But they always going to continuously be greedy because they already don't need meat. Obviously, Emma's fucking crazy. She completely doesn't understand that concept of greedy people are greedy just to be greedy, but, you know what I mean? She's a child. Children kind of don't really know that. But, I'm impatient, so we're gonna go ahead and get to this chapter. And then Norman's thinking to himself, I too want to build that future, where our family and friends and all the cattle children can live in peace, where they can smile again. That's why I planned this. I thought hard about what the best possible way was. Emma, the world isn't so kind that you can pick everything at once. Wow, he sounds, you know what? He kind of sounded like Ray at the beginning. When Ray didn't want to take everybody, he sounded like Ray at the beginning. Because even Ray was kind of right then, and he's still kind of right now. And he's like, I'll tell you this. If we don't exterminate the demons, our family will never be safe enough to smile. And then Emma's still looking at him some kind of crazy. And we got the Promised Neverland. Fate has split our paths. Like I said, they have two completely different viewpoints on the subject. Chapter 128, I've made up my mind. And then we get a dope little cover. Emma playing with the kids, Ray giving groceries. Was this Norman being tested on? Yeah. Norman was he was is this like how it was? He was so smart, just being tested in front of all these demons, humans, all of that. Is this how it was? And that's while Emma and them was having fun with the family. Not fun, obviously, but this is what Norman was going through. They're really comparing it. I really feel like I hit the nail on the hammer right there. Hit that hammer on the nail like that. And then Emma starts to frown. Ray looks down, and Emma looks sad. True, Norman is right. This exterminating the demons is the safest, most reliable way of saving all the cattle children. But even then, all of that is correct, Norman, but that only cares for the probabilities. That is facts. It is probable that they don't stop being greedy. Sure, from a mathematical point of view, that's the correct choice. But what does it mean to be correct? Holy fuck, she went there. Bruh, I'm a smartass, so I always go there. Okay, but what do you mean? So what's your definition of normal then? But what does it mean to be correct? To be sure to reach your goals? To have the most benefit? I don't know about these things, but it has to be more than that. I just can't accept a choice as correct that would lead to the extermination of the other, even to the genocide of innocent children. This is mass genocide, extermination of a race. Killing is a heavy thing. Extermination all the more. And there's a way to avoid it, right? The path is there. You said that we don't even know if the human world would accept us. That's true enough, but maybe they will. We don't know that either. Even if the chances are low, if there's a way for both sides to survive, then let's bet everything on that path, please. That's how we managed to come so far, ain't it? If all we believed in were statistics, then we never would try to break out the house in the first place. The most logical choice would have been to do as Mama said and wait for death best as we could. We never would have brought the children either. She says, I don't want to destroy the demons. And then, I guess that's Norman talking, at the very least, Nope, that's Emma still. I don't want to live in a future where my survival depends on killing a friend, killing a musician. I would never be able to smile again. Yo, I got a friend who you call a demon, so you kill all of them, that's not cool. And then so Norman says, so you insist we should do all it takes to avoid the extermination? Emma says, yes. Norman says, what about my plan? It's already started, you know. The alliance with Gillian is done. I can't go back on it. She says, I know. There's no problem. Let them topple the royals and the regent families. The liberation of the farms is a good thing too. But at that point, don't go with executing the nobles. Instead, I'd like you to use their blood to make many more demons able to live without humans. At the time, we'll cross the 7 walls and seal the new promise with blah blah blah, and we'll seal the path and we'll make a pathway to escape to the human world. Finally, give stable bodies to all the demons, put an end to all the plantations, and bring the cattle children to the human side. And then Norman looking at Emma like he Ray in chapter 7. That's a pipe dream. I don't see any hope of it, but let's concede, for the sake of the argument, that we can cross to the human world and so on. And even then, the part about the 7 walls is completely unclear. They say that in this place lies a supreme existence among the demons, blah blah blah. But the 7 walls, they aren't found anywhere in the demon world. Even the documentation accumulated by the Ratari clan doesn't have a clue about them. It's just a big unknown. Emma's been there! Emma's been there! Even James Ratari himself could never find the way to reach it. On what basis do you think we already did? Brother, we was there! And then Norman like, huh? We found out how to reach the 7 walls a year and a half ago. And we already gathered all we need. When the conditions are right, we can go at any time. Norman looked shook. You found it? She said, yup. Hit him with that one word, yup. But to be fair, there's still a lot of things we don't know. We can't tell if the method will work or what we will find there. And reaching it is only half the problem. We don't know if we can seal a new promise. It's just as you said, a big unknown. If you must know before stopping the plan, then let me go and find out. Oh shit, we're gonna get an Emma information arc? Thank you. I was hoping that people keep saying Promised Neverland gonna end soon. Let's get one more, let's get like 2-3 more arcs in this motherfucker, please. And Norman's like, what? Okay, I'll go and learn all about it. If I can fix the promise, if I can manage to come back, then you can rethink the idea of extermination. Please, she pleading with him. Wait a minute, where does all this come from? What is this about? What's this about if you manage to come back? Regarding the risk, right now we're aware of 2 things, so Ray chimes in. We know about how to get in, but nothing about how to get out. And it appears that most of the people who went there have never returned. And then Norman's like, what? What in the world? That's way too dangerous. But if I don't go, there'll be a massacre, right? I'm against that. He's like, but come on. It's okay, don't worry, I already wanted to go. And he's like, that's not even remotely okay. 1,000 years ago, the first Ratari managed to come back, right? So, we must know that there's a way, and I'll find it. And also, I'm the one who wants to stop the extermination. So let me shoulder at least a bit of this, okay? I will check it out, and I will be back. A bit you say? Normally kind of worried now. The chances are... I mean, that's not much, right? Not compared to your burden, so that's Emma still talking. Doing everything alone, leading all of it like a god. You know, Norman? And then she hugged him. It's okay. You don't have to become a god. You know what I mean? He's shocked. Last time you had a hug, you know what I mean? Friends, not acting like a deity. How are you feeling, Norman? And he's like, isn't it hard? Deep inside, do you want to kill all of demons? Do you also feel relief when you do? You can talk about it, Norman. I don't want you to take it all up on your shoulders and go away again. And then we cut back to when she was crying and Norman had to leave in the first place. Emma, Ray, I. And then he grabbed her hands. No way. I'm not going anywhere, don't worry. And then he gave him a warm smile. Now, I know how you feel, Emma, but I haven't changed my mind. I have no intention of stopping the plan, nor delaying it, nor waiting for you. Holy fuck. Oh, sweet oh, he's okay. He's not even remotely. If you really want to stop the extermination, and for this reason you resolve to go there, Then be back before I put the royals and regents to death. I will not promise to stop anything. When you come back, we can talk and reconsider our status. And then she smiles. Got it. That's good enough, thanks. Ray? I know, of course I'll go. You can count on me. He said, you two take care, come back safely. And they like, right. And so they give one more hug and then leave. And then she says, Ray. What? I've made up my mind. I'm not lost anymore. And then Norman looks down at his hand. Frowns again. I refuse to accept the genocide. And I will find another way. Whatever it takes. Norman won't have to carry all the weight alone. Ever again. And Ray's like, yeah. You're always so alone, but there's enough of that. Enough of that. Chapter 128 in The Promised Neverland. I agree. Wholly, 100%. Because as a minority, I would never agree to the mass genocide of a race either. Like, Norman, you gotta chill. Norman, of course, knows the demons have personalities, but none of the people other than Emma and they group got to meet any demons and as friends. And if Musician is the only one like that, I wonder, that's another big wonder of mine. Is it a special race of them? Or is it solely just Musician that has the blood like that? Because they did call her the Blood Queen, or whatever the fuck they want to call her, the evil, whatever. But is she really the only one like that? And I mean originally like that, not if they drink her blood, of course. But even if so, Emma's group was still the only one that got to meet any demons as friends. So they have just completely, like I was saying, completely different viewpoints. And that was obviously the highlight of this chapter. They have completely different viewpoints on the subject. And Emma's gonna have to bring back some proof for them to stop the execution. Because he said, we're gonna rethink it. They not even gonna stop the plan. We gonna rethink what's going on, and then we might not execute all of them. We might not, and that's dope with Emma. Emma's even saying that the royalties don't even need to die. We can lock them in a hole. Now I even always say that about like the death penalty. Like we don't need the death penalty. Like the government can definitely throw somebody in the hole for the rest of their life, and everybody knows they can. Same goes with the mass genocide race. I just don't believe it. But as a chapter, I thought it was fire. I'm a not kinda or low key. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 because we got like a clash. We got a hockey clash of emotions. Like I wanted to see a hockey clash of viewpoints, and neither of them gave up their end. Neither of them. Like I was saying, this kind of reminds me of the beginning when Emma and Ray had it out against each other because Emma wanted to take all the kids with her, and Ray was like, nah. Except for this time, it's Norman, and he ain't gonna budge because, you know, that boy Norman always right. He always think he right, and he know that's the best way to go. Or one of the best ways to go. Because Emma always, you know what I mean, come up with something at the nick of time. At the nick of time. That's your girl. Best MC Emma. I don't care what the haters say. I don't care. But as far as this live reaction goes, that's pretty much all I got for y'all this time around. So like I always say, leave a like, comment, subscribe. Pull up to the Discord. Pull up to the Twitch stream. And y'all have a good one.